Hi. Welcome to me. This is me. This is me, a reflection of you. This is you, a reflection of me. Here, now, forever and always. And just here, now. This is me. This is me, a reflection of you. Even the fridge that started humming in the background is a reflection of me. I'm a reflection of it. I am me. It is it, you are you, we are we. We are we. One of the things that I've discovered I enjoy doing is placing this phone, this microphone, this recording device on my chest with the microphone just above and to the left of my sternum, above my heart. So if you're wearing headphones, if the you that is me, the me that is you is wearing headphones, and it's quiet outside of these words, these sounds, these rumble, bumble, tumblings, then you just might hear my heart. Ba-da-ba-dum, 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 ba-da-ba-dum. Oh, and you just might hear other internal workings as well. Yes, that's another lovely part of having the microphone on my chest as it is. This emanating Emma is me. This emanating Emma, here now, forever, always, is me. Is here, is now with you. We're together, we're one, we're one, we're one, we're joined together in love, 'cause I'm letting you into my heart, literally, metaphorically, literally, you're here, ba-da-ba-dum, 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 with me. I'm letting you in. I'm letting me out. I'm letting this be, this be, this be. I'm letting this me. I'm letting this be. Reflection of you, you reflecting me. Another reason I like putting the microphone right here on my chest is that it really aids, helps, enables a deep, deep vibratory fullness to transfer from me to you. You see, you feel, I feel when I speak out loud, when I let myself notice all that's happening, more that's happening when I speak out loud. I feel the vibrations of the sounds that are being produced by the air passing through my vocal cords with attention and intention to choose words and sounds. When I make these sounds, when these sounds are created, the vibrations that arise from the creating, they ripple out and through and from me, and I can feel the rippling as it moves down towards my toes. I can feel the rippling as it moves down through my arms and fingers and knees and calves and toenails, and sometimes I imagine I can even see the hairs on my body rippling in the vibratory resonance in the field, in this field of flowers and grasses amongst which we roam and play and sing and dance and are right now. I'm there, I'm in a field of grasses and flowers, and there, oh my, are bees and butterflies and birds and worms and all sorts of things that like to be in grasses, flowers. See, we're here, I'm here, we're here, I'm here, we're joined here, joined here, joined here in this love. Yeah. I'm here with you in this love right now. And look at that, the fridge hum. It decided to not hum. I had the thought before pressing record. I had the thought to call this entry, this sharing, this releasing, this being of me, the Debutante's Ball. I feel a little like a debutante right now. From my limited knowledge of what a debutante is and what a debutante's ball is, from my memory of it anyway, my memory of the definition of those things, it's when a young woman is revealed to the world as being here, there, here, in the world. And the ball aspect is the debutante not only being revealed to the wider world, to her wider world, but it's an invitation for others to join in on her existence, on her being, on her journey through being. being alive, feeling alive. And I guess that's what this is, this recording, this sharing is for me and for you, right here, right now. And I'm thrilled and excited. And yes, on some level there's some tentativeness, but in this moment here, I'm thrilled, excited, so grateful, so I'm here, and me, and with you in your here. And it's remarkable that this is even possible. 100 years ago? Yeah, not so much. Was it possible? Sure. Sure, you could record your voice and share it with others. Yeah, it was possible 100 years ago. 200 years ago? Whoa. 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 I mean, the concept still existed. It just hadn't been picked up by human perception, human enabling. But here, now, you are able to be with me here now. And the interesting part, as there are so many, an interesting part is that this here now for me isn't in the same time delineated moment as this here now for you, is it? And yet it is. Because in the time, date, counting, kind of moving always forward, upward, outward kind of way that we seem to feel and seem to inhabit time and space, it might not be this particular day and date and time in history, in the future, in the now, that it is for me. And yet it is. We're here together. And I'm glad. I'm glad that you have this opportunity to be here. I'm glad I have this opportunity to be right here. The Debutante's Ball. The Debutante's Ball is the name of my first real full album. What? where'd that come from? You have an album, I have an album. I and some new people, a new person helped create it, have put out an album of sounds and words and ramblings. There was a time this past March, I believe it was March, though it might have initially been February. Was it this March? I think it was this March. But I think it might have even started in February. I was at one of my favorite places, and I saw a poster, and I discovered that once a month, this favorite place has a friend of mine hosting a musical experience that I wasn't aware of before seeing that poster. It seems that in this once a month musical experience, groups are able to share their various improvised sounds. It's a place for people to share the sounds they like to make, the improvised, mostly improvised sounds they like to make. And I like making sounds, and I like being on stage. And this favorite place of mine was a favorite place because it's so consistently, so awesomely filled with people and experiences and food and clink and clatter of connection that has delighted me in all its variety ever since I first discovered it, more than a decade ago, perhaps. Oh yes, more than a decade ago. At the bottom of this poster was an invitation to ask to be one of those groups on one of those days, to share the sounds of me. So I emailed and said, hey, I'd love to be one of your performers. How does it work? And I somewhat anonymized my email, and I signed it as my performance name. My performance name is the Jones Paradox. It came to me back in the COVID days when I first began playing with greater frequency the sounds that seemed to want to come out of me, want to emanate from me. So I began making sounds, and the name, the Jones Paradox, I wonder if we can save that for another day. Let's save that for another time. Suffice to say, on this day that I sent the email, on this day, in that now, in that there, that was here, that was there, that is here, that was here, that will be here, that is now. I sent out the email and I said, hey, I'd like to be a part of this. And I got a response. And I, as the Jones Paradox, was accepted. And hey, this is how it works. You get 30 minutes. And it's a pay what you can, suggested $15 entry fee, and it wasn't really specified then, but I just imagined that the door would be split. But that portion of the performance, the payment portion of the performance, isn't what delighted me, and I guess in a way began to not scare me, but make me go, help me go, aid me to go, oh, wait a second. What did I just do here? I just asked to perform, said I wanted to perform, and yet I don't have anything prepared. I just like making sounds. Well, in that response email, I was offered a spot to perform. I think it was the 27th of March. And I responded back and I said yes. Yes, I would love that spot and that opportunity. And there might have been a couple times in between me seeing the poster and sending the email and getting the response and that performance date of March the 27th of 2025. There may have been some moments where I played with sound, but not like this, with words and seeming flowing notes. The sounds were more like and many more of rumble, tumble, bumbleness that like to come out of me, that like to be felt vibrationally moving from my vocal cords to toes, to tip of head, to nose, to all areas of me. And you know, sometimes I imagine I can feel the vibrations not only move down through my body all the way down to my toes, but it almost seems like they hit the end of me and then come back up. The vibrations that go through me when I speak, when I sing, when I sound they bring joy to my moments. And I hope they're bringing joy to you and your moment right now. I performed that day, and it was just me and a microphone, and I gave the sound person, the person who was on the sound board that helped my voice go through the microphone and out the speakers in a way for the audience to get the vibratory auditory experience that they sought on that evening that they chose to come out and see what was going to be on that stage. There were 3 groups. And I gave the audio person permission to throw in reverb and delay as they felt led to add. And I do like being on stage. There's a thrill and an excitement in it that overrides any fear or anxiety. And even though on that night there was nothing prepared, I went up and sounded, said some things. Maybe there were a few words in there. Maybe not. I think I actually have the recording somewhere. Maybe not. But I think I do. And it's okay if I don't. And it was something. And I thought for sure that I might run over the time limit. And I kept making sounds, and I felt lost, and I felt found, and I reveled in realizing that the audience was hearing something new, something they weren't really expecting, nor perhaps ready for. But all of it came out of me, all of it bubbled out of me, rippled out of me with exuberance and play and and people liked it, and the applause was genuine and warm, and it felt great. And I think I was only up there for 13 or 13 and a half minutes, and it seemed like I was up there forever. And just the right amount of time. And because I liked it, and because others, other me's, others that I'm a reflection of and who are a reflection of me, on that night expressed joy and delight in what I had just let out, released, shared. I went to my home, the home I was staying in anyways, and I got in the bath just to kind of let it all sink in. And I wanted to do it again. I was like, oh wow, that was wow. I could do that again. I want to do that again. And the sound person's additions of delay and reverb were invitations of a sort for me to, in the bath, look up guitar pedals, vocal effects pedals, that I could plug the mic into, and wherein with which there's the fridge again, welcome to the party. I could use that plugged in pedal and add my own, perhaps, delay and reverb. Ooh, that sounds interesting. And so while in the tub, it was midnight or 1 or 2 in the morning, I start looking up. I start searching for a pedal that might give me a little more something in my soundings. And sure enough, as it seems happened in this universe of mine, of yours, sure enough, I found a pedal, and it was what I thought to be a fair price, and I sent off a message saying if it's still available, I'd love to pick it up. I could even pick it up tomorrow morning. And then I finished my bath and went to bed and eventually drifted off to sleep. Sleep soundly, soundly sleeping. Soundly sleeping like a baby. Having tried something that I felt like doing, even though I didn't know what it was gonna be. I just knew that I was going to be me. I was me. I am me. This is me. I am you. And that pedal was available, and I did pick it up the next day, and I got home and I plugged it into my own microphone and amp. And what emerged was exactly what I was hoping, wishing, wanting for. So I emailed the folks at my favorite place, and I said, that was so great. I'd love to do it again. If you want to put me on again, I'd love to do it again. And so they did. I performed again. I believe it was May 29th. This time with effects pedal in hand. And after that performance, which again, I think I only did 15 or 16 minutes of the 30 that I was allowed, because of that, again, it felt like just enough, and that I'd gone on for a long time. I was again sure that I'd filled the 30 minutes. And afterwards, 2 people came up to me and said, I want to record you. I want to make an album with you. I want to help you make an album. 2 people. And I said yes. I said yes to the first. And there was some traveling that I was doing to help out some family over the next few months. But or is that how it went? Yeah, timeline is remembered and forgotten in some ways. That's okay. I'm here now. We're here right now, and I'm coming to the end of the story. The recording was easy. I went over to their space, to their place, and I didn't even know places like that existed in the town I was in. It felt like I was in a New York City loft. It felt like I was in this rock star's living quarters. So open, wide, bright, spacious. And I just picked up the mic and made a track, and then made another track, and then made another track, and added in this sound and that bell and this tinkling, and added in things that I didn't have access to while I was on stage before. And I took out the pedal in some of the tracks, and so it's just me, just my voice, just this, making sounds like I am, but nothing like I am all at the same time. And in the span of a few hours, all improvised, not knowing what was coming out in each track slightly different in this way and that way, and tone and speed, and in all sorts of ways, differences and similarities were there. And the beautiful soul who did the recording and who wanted to to share my work, wanted to do so on a cassette. And I was offered the choice of a 30-minute or 45-minute or 60-minute cassette, and it just seemed to work out that I liked all the tracks. And with a few silly moments of filler that I found in some previous recordings that I had made, there was like 59-ish minutes of stuff that when I put it together in a certain order, it does have a flow and a rhythm and a lightness and a fullness to it. And the name of the album is The Debutante's Ball, made by the Jones Paradox, who is me. So, the link in the description is to the album, and you're free to check it out. I think you get all the plays are free all the time because I didn't put a price on it. Because, well, it's only as valuable as I and you see it to be, and I think I love it, and I hope you do too. And I've really enjoyed being here with you. Then, now, forever, always. And, yeah. We're joined in love. I've gleefully, delightedly let you into my heart and into my voice and into me, and I'm grateful for the opportunity, and I wish you well. You are loved. I love you. Here, now, always. Until next time. Later, Gator.